Good morning, Dr. Webb. Today's Reflect and Connect is on Chapter 11 of Hammond and Gillespie, and it's on method books, music, and music selection. I feel like one of the most important tasks as a music teacher is choosing music and choosing a method book. I feel like we've gone over this before this semester. But nonetheless, music is essential. The music we play, rather, is essential for the music classroom. Hammond and Gillespie start off by, kind of asking a hypothetical, like a rhetorical question, not hypothetical, rhetorical. Why do we perform? And to answer, there's a lot of reasons why we perform as musicians. We perform, to satisfy ourselves, to have fun, to learn, for self-esteem, to understand new concepts, to get better at things. Lots of different things. And in this first introduction, Hammond and Gillespie end by saying, quality is the key to successful performance or performance satisfaction. So, as an orchestra director, our primary goal is to produce a quality performance. And that's kind of just like what you always say in class. The kids have to sound good. And if a quality performance is having the kids sounding good, looking good, and they're having fun, especially sounding good, then you've succeeded. And this comes from choosing the right music. If you select music that's too hard, or music that you think they'll be able to play it so well, all this sort of stuff, but at the end, it just comes out meh. You've overprogrammed and no good. And Hammond and Gillespie define overprogramming as the practice of selecting a repertoire that completely surpasses the technical and musical capabilities of the students. If the majority of students are able to play the notes and they're actively engaged in balanced blend style and phrasing, you've not overprogrammed. However, if it's the opposite and they're frantic and confused, you've overprogrammed. Hammond and Gillespie offer some guidelines for choosing music. Let's see. They offer, keys that are good for elementary music and so on. What keys are kind of appropriate. Other things, consider the strength and numbers of your sections and instruments. For full orchestra, what instrumentation do you need for each work? Think about what key, what range. For brass and woodwinds, double instrumentation, stuff like that, double tonguing. Lots of stuff should be very thought out before you pick a piece of music. Can your group achieve it? Selecting music, they offer different types of ways you can select music. The first way, selecting music based off the goals and objectives of your group. Pick a music because there's something you want to teach your group. That would be the first. And when you select that, can you, achieve this objective through teaching the music? If you can, great. Keep the music. Selecting music off of style and periods. And this is more, are you programming classical music? Are you programming something Baroque? Are you programming something romantic? Something new, something jazz? pop. The important thing is, are your students able to play it, and does it fit? You know, if you're doing a Christmas concert, don't play Halloween music. Yeah. Selecting music off the group's ability levels. This is also another really important part. Students will practice if they're challenged and sense an improvement in their playing. So choosing music that is challenging but not too hard, you know, zone of proximal development, that's the sweet spot. The purpose of a work should push a student's learning past comfortable levels to pedagogical heights that I skipped ahead. One piece should be easy and they should read well. One piece should be at the level and take a little bit of work. The third piece should be the reach, and you need to bring them up to that level. So that's the first part of this chapter, talking about music. And then the next is on method book selection. You should choose a method book on the appearance, you know, the content, what is in it, the structure, how does it teach, how does it approach learning, what assessment techniques and what supplements go along with it, other considerations, how much does it cost, is it easy attainable. And then Hammond and Gillespie offer a list of method books that you can choose with different publishers. And then they also go into discussing the different grade criteria, which I'll get into very quickly. Grade 1 is easy elementary school. Keys of C, D, and G, basic articulations. And this applies also to full orchestra as well. Simple rhythms, simple clef, 2 keys, basic time signature. Grade 2, late elementary, key of D, G, A, C, F, G minor. There's some major and minor stuff, and extended range. This also goes on for grade 2 for full orchestra, 2 keys in home area plus C, and on one far side. Major and minor, extended range, accidentals. Grade 3 is 3rd and 4th year players, more keys, etc., etc. Again, this applies for full orchestra. Grade 4, 5th and 6th year players, lots of time signature, mixed meter, and accidentals. Grade 5, 6th, 7th year players, 3 sharps and flats, minor keys, modes, lots of extended stuff. Double bass, you know, 1st to 6th position. And then grade 6, 7th, 8th, 9th year players or more, all meters, 4 to 5 sharps, major modal, minor modal, atonal, accidentals, you know, crazy stuff, lots of dynamics, all sorts of things. And Hammond and Gillespie also offer a reference of pieces and arranger and composer for all these different levels. The important thing is that you pick music that is appropriate for your school. You need to know the level of your kids, you know, to know they're playing, and you have to understand what music is going to be best to teach them and not over-program. And I think by doing research, score study, and also knowing the ability level of your students is best to choose music that students will be most successful with. Thanks.